So my proudest achievement would have to be Tokyo in 2020. Coming away from my first ever Olympics with a gold medal was really special, and that's something I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. But I think coming home and seeing the effect that medal had on my family and my loved ones, and just how special it was for them as well, was just as, if not more special than the medal itself, I think. For me, what got me into swimming was I was on holiday when I was about 5 years old in Tenerife with my mum and dad. I was swimming around in the pool with my armbands on, and I was the only kid in the pool that had their armbands on. Everybody else was sort of 10, 11 or 12, and they were all swimming normally. And so I hopped out the pool and I went over to mum and dad and I was like, I've had enough of these, no one else is wearing them, I shouldn't be wearing them either. So I took them off, put them on the floor, and then I ran off and jumped back into the pool, straight into the deep end. And so obviously mum and dad were like, what on earth is going on? So dad came in and he came swimming with me, and that holiday I really fell in love with the feeling of being in the water and, you know, just being at one with a pool. When I got home from that holiday, we then put me into some swimming lessons. I completed those pretty quickly and went straight into a swimming club. And then it's gone on and on and on, and somehow I've ended up here. I think for me, there's a lot of different things that contribute to my motivation within the sport. I think growing up, I've always wanted to be the best of the best, whatever that happened to be in my life. And I've ended up going down the path of swimming because I love it. And I think the motivation to try and be one of the greats or the greatest ever within a sport has always been huge for me. And I think now I'm getting a little bit older and sort of maturing a little bit, I'm also realizing there's other motivations to that. You know, one day I want to have, you know, a family of my own, and I want to be able to provide for that family and things. And so I think the motivation is very much sort of balanced nowadays between wanting to be the greatest ever and also wanting to do everything I can for my loved ones and those around me. So yeah, I think that's what wakes me up in the morning and gets me going. I'd have to say my training's very intense. We could do up to 20 hours a week in the pool, potentially more sometimes. 4 or 5 hours in the gym, 2 or 3 hours of injury prevention and prehab and rehab, and a couple of hours a week of, you know, recovery stuff and massages and all that. So yeah, you know, in a week we could do upwards of 30, 35 hours of work. So that's pretty hard. That much exercise, it gets your body down. But like I said earlier, I love it. So it makes it pretty easy to get up in the morning and get yourself going to training when you're looking forward to being there. So for me, there are many different ways that we can recover. It ranges all the way from a sports massage to an easy session in the swimming pool, or coming home and relaxing in the spa with my loved ones and my partner. So yeah, I think it just depends on what the goal is. Whether it's a physical recovery, then it would usually be a sports massage or an easy session in the pool, or arguably more importantly, the mental recovery, which can be things like coming home from a long day of training, getting in the spa, relaxing, just having a chill, really, unwinding, letting my mind just completely relax and detox in a nice warm spa. So yeah, that's always been a great way to relax, and I think that's a way that I will continue to use to recover going forwards in my career. From my understanding of how hot tubs and ice baths can work for recovery, I've always understood that ice baths are only really useful for a lactate buffer, and so it's very rare that we use those in our training environment, because we don't really want to buffer the lactate. We want to use that as fuel to get your body moving again. Whereas a hot tub or a spa can be really useful for allowing the muscles to unwind and relax. It's very easy to get in a pool and all your muscles are really tight and it's sore and you're trying to swim and it's difficult. So after relaxing in the spa and allowing those muscles to just completely chill out, essentially, after constantly working, can be a great way to allow those sessions to flow a lot easier and feel a lot smoother. So for me, I find there's a really important balance between my training life and my social life. It's very easy as a professional athlete to get wrapped up in constantly training and constantly working and always being switched on. And I think learning to switch off at times has been really useful for me. So I will always have in the back of my mind, how will this decision affect my training or my competing? But I allow myself now to relax and to socialise, and the spa is a great example of that. Being able to come home, completely relax, have my girlfriend or my friends come around and just jump in the spa and just chill and chat is a great tool for me personally and for my teammates to be able to just relax and use this for what it's designed for. And so I think that balance has become more and more important the further I've got into my career, and I'm now really starting to understand how that works. So the lazy spa for me has had a huge impact on my routine. It's allowed me to come home and relax outside, away from screens and away from televisions, and socialise with my friends in a healthy manner. I think nowadays everybody gets very caught up in the social life and watching TV shows, and I think it's lovely of a nice evening to come home, have some friends around, jump in the spa and just completely relax and chat away from that online world, if you like. So I think for me it's had a huge impact in my social and my relaxation life, and in a very, very positive way, so I'm forever grateful for it. So personally, I would hugely recommend a lazy spa to any athlete or person that enjoys fitness. It's a great tool for your physical recovery in terms of relaxing your muscles. It's also a fantastic tool for your mental recovery and the social side of your life. I find it really useful to come home, relax in here while stretching off. My girlfriend can come in and we can chat away from screens and the social world and just completely unwind. And so I think it's a great tool for any athlete or fitness person to get into and give it a try. I think it's well worth the investment. So my words of encouragement to budding athletes would have to be the three things my dad's always said to me. The most important of those being to enjoy it, whether that's swimming or rugby or any other sport or whatever it is you're doing in life. Enjoying it is definitely the most important thing. Life's far too short to be doing something that doesn't make you happy. So that's definitely number one. Number two is to listen to your coaches. He's always said, your coaches know best, and it's true. No matter what level you get to, you're always going to have people around you that are experts in that field. And then the third one is to work hard. Nothing comes easy in life. If it was easy, everybody would do it. So I think enjoy it, work hard, listen to your coaches. That's the three best pieces of advice I could give to anybody.